Happy Tuesday, sixth graders. Today is November 17th. Well, at least you're watching the video on November 17th. Unexpectedly, I had to be out. But I have everything here, just like we've talked about. So let me share my screen. After getting the message that was posted on 11/16, right after class, about 1:45, I posted the announcer, scheduled it to be posted. Um, you should have seen, let me go into it. That class today will be asynchronous. I do unexpected absence. Please complete your attendance check. And then open presentation 11:17 first read and vocabulary into the flames. We've gone through that before. If you're ever not in or I have to be out, everything's there for you. Okay. So let's go back. Now, as you can see underneath 11:17, or actually first, do your attendance check. Now I can't click this because I'm not in student view, but I have it over on my other screen. So why was the turkey put in jail? I know they're dad jokes, but they're funny, kind of corny. Okay, so cruising over to the modules. I have the presentation open and I'll walk through it with you. Okay, so once again, do your attendance check first. Okay, so attendance check, please complete. The two tasks we'll be finishing today are vocabulary, actually kind of in the reverse order. Let me flip those. So copy, you have to be in the opposite order. Let me fix that real quick. Now we're making biscuits and donuts. Really just donuts. I like donuts. Okay, so vocabulary and then of course first read. Now in class we were going to do the first read for homework, so you'll just do it all. Okay, so let's go through. So of course today is Tuesday, November 17th. It's not a Monday. Tomorrow's hump day. Pledge of Allegiance for the first period. I can read an article with a critical eye. I can define challenging words to help with my comprehension of an article. Now here's the neat part. Mrs. Marshall taught us this. I still have to practice though, still on my own. Before reading, I want you to activate prior knowledge. Now underneath this little tab, which you can move, is is a synonym for hazardous. Okay, so test yourself first before you move the tile. Oh my God. So kind of think, what do I know for hazardous? Then move the tile to confirm. Okay, you can see there's a word underneath. Okay, and then do the same for raging, routine, sword, and sparing. Okay, so think about it first, then move the tile. Now cruising to the others, you'll just write down, just on a scrap piece of paper. I was going to have you put it in the chat. Okay. Obviously we can't do that. So, but write this on a piece of paper, just a little post-it note or something. Incomplete sentences with a capital letter and punctuation. Oh. Which is the more hazardous job. I think the most important is the why. So, and then cruising through, do the same for this one, which is a raging fire and why. Okay, so blah, blah, blah is a raging fire because is going to be the real biggie there. So if your day was routine, was it ordinary, unusual, and why? And the same for the last two. If a baby's temperature soared, did it get higher, lower, and why? You need the why. The why makes the teacher happy, just like we talked about with teacher and chaining questions. If you throw back a fish that you catch, are you sparing it or killing it? And why? Now, before we get to the first read, we have First Chapter Friday. Okay. And this was because in class, I wanted to make sure I covered the First Chapter Friday, or the three of us, the three teachers, before we gave you the homework, because we didn't want to run out of time. So Crash, Jerry Spinelli. Everybody knows Crash Coogan, the football sensation. He's been mowing down everything in his past since the time he could walk. And Penn Webb, his dweeby, vegetable-eating neighbor, is his favorite target. After all, Webb's not just a nerd, he's a cheerleader too. Crash and his best buddy Mike can't think of anything more hilarious than making Webb's life miserable. But Crash starts to realize that Webb has something he may never gain, no matter how many touchdowns he scores. And when Mike takes the prank too far, maybe even for Crash, the football star has to choose which side he's really on. Okay. So we'll watch this video, and then we have the other stuff here. Robot Dad! Okay, so tomorrow on Wednesday, you'll have the presentation, your asynchronous learning on Wednesday, your normal. So you'll go through that presentation, listen to Mrs. Marshall read Crash, and then there is a quiz for it too. I'll go over it in the modules real quick in a second. So, but now you're going to go into Canvas to open Into the Flames. You'll read the article on your own. We're asynchronous anyway, so we can't read it together. And then if you come across other tricky words, jot them down to talk about Thursday. If you do not finish reading before, oh, this is just, you're finished. You're doing it on your own anyway. But if you're doing this 8th period, if you don't finish it before 9, then of course, please finish it for homework. Okay. So now you have the article in here, but as you know, Miss Patty loves her quick access. So I'll have this published for you. So this is available for you on 11/17. I'll publish it in the morning. Okay. And then your attendance for the day, and then your presentation. So 2 things. Your presentation right here will be published as well, either at the end of the day or tomorrow morning. So you'll have what I just went through anyway. Well, actually, you'll have it so you can watch it while you're listening to the video. And then here is the stuff for Crash. So there's your presentation. Okay, the video of the reading is in there. And then your comprehension check, and that's your Wednesday work. That's usually, I go over that pretty quick in class. Okay, I'll see you Thursday. Bye, everybody. Bye. Woo.